Today I'm going to show you how to find micro niche blog topics for your blog that will help you explode your traffic, get you more leads and more sales, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to help you find niche down topics that are going to get you a lot of traffic, that are highly valuable because they have a high CPC and low competition. So the tool I like to use is the Google Keyword Planner because it's free and it gives you insights on what people are looking for in the moment on Google every single month. So what you need to do is you need to create a Google Ads account, put your card info in, you're not going to pay, and you're going to go in and use the Keyword Planner. So I already have mine open in this tab, and what I want to do is I want to look up niche topics. So basically I would look up something maybe like cooking recipes, right? Let's say I have a cooking blog, and what comes up is a bunch of different topics that are related to that. So I am going to see what people are looking up on Google, and typically you want low competition, especially if you're blogging or doing videos, because that means there's an area for more content to be made because it's so often searched. And typically what you want to look for are keywords that have low competition, which means that there is room for more people to make content. They have a higher CPC, which is like the bid over here, the top of page bid, the low range and the high range. So you want about the average to be maybe like $5 to $6 if you're looking for some really high value that people are willing to buy, or any higher than that. If it's lower than that, it doesn't mean it's a bad topic, but it just might mean that people aren't willing to pay for it as an advertiser, so it might not necessarily be driving revenue. And typically those are going to be your shorter keywords because those aren't long tail and they don't really show customer intent, like they're going to buy something. Like beef stew just is pretty generic, but if it said like beef stew recipes for this Thanksgiving, you know, that would be really specific. So there's just different ways people search with different custom intents for those types of search queries. So you're going to see all these topics, and basically what you want to do is you want to add filters. So what I would do is I would add filters. I would start with competition and I would go to low, and then I would click and add another filter, and I would probably want monthly searches to be, in this case there's a lot of volume for these topics, so maybe like over 1,000. And then I would probably want the low range to be about $5, which means people are willing to pay for it at $5 if it's at the bottom of the search ads on Google. And so these are the topics that it comes up with. So instant pot ribs, instant pot mashed potatoes, sirloin tip roast, instant pot whole chicken, all these different things. And essentially you want the topics that are low competition, lots of searches, and you want these ranges to be higher. And so these are all topics you can write for your blog. If you're a cooking blog, you can literally just write about instant pot again, and you're gonna get all this traffic. I mean, 60,000 people looking it up a month, 90,000, you know, 14,000. If you can get a chunk of that, it's really gonna increase your traffic dramatically. And you can do this for any niche, right? So let's say it wasn't cooking recipes. Let's say it was like something like digital marketing or something like that. Then you could filter that, and as you can see, online marketing, digital marketing services, you know, digital marketing consultant, online marketing agency, internet marketing company, all these different things. A lot less searches, but you got to think about what it is. How many people are looking for digital marketing services? Well, not everybody, because you know, if you compare that to like food, everybody needs food, but not everybody needs marketing services. So naturally it's going to be a lower amount of searches, not necessarily the competition. The competition might be lower or higher depending on that niche, but you're typically going to see these search queries have a higher CPC because these are like business related. So as you can see, some people are paying $30 a click for digital marketing services, which is insane. But since you're blogging about this, or you're trying to get inbound traffic for these topics, which means people are coming to you from organic traffic and SEO, it's great because these topics bring in a lot of people and you don't have to pay for these prices on these keywords because people are going to be searching these naturally. And you know, there's tons of different niches that you can explore. Like let's say you're into sports, maybe you're like into sporting goods or something. So I got rid of a couple of the filters because sometimes it's not in the pay range, that sometimes the cost is not in the right range that you think it might be. And so I had to get rid of a couple of those things, but I still kept low competition. And as you can see, sporting goods is really low competition. Now, the cost per click is not very high, And so what we want to do is we want to adjust this. And as you can see, the ones with the highest cost per click are Decathlon Sporting Goods, Western Sporting Goods. You know, some of these are going to be brands. Some of these are just going to be, you know, general stores. You know, running sporting goods or running sporting goods. But then you got to kind of compare, you know, like the CPC to the monthly searches. The CPC is the cost per click. And you can see like sports stores nearby. You would probably want to capture that. You can see like topics related to maybe like certain specific sportswear or sports equipment. So maybe you're trying to say like basketball shoes. That's an example of something really specific that you could sell. And what you might do is you look at this and you say LeBron James shoe size, let's see, Kevin Durant shoe size. So you can look at all these different brands, top 10 basketball shoes, 2018. Let's go to the top searches for this. So like Cyber Monday basketball shoes. So you could have written an article about that, or NBA players with shoe deals. Like all these different topics can bring people in, and they might not have massive search volume, but these are just the low competition ones. This might be a really competitive niche. So we can change this, and as you can see, this is really, really competitive. And at this point, it's almost worth it just to pay these prices, because this is really inexpensive for basketball shoes, and people are probably gonna buy those, you know, between $50, $60, even $100, $200 sometimes, could be more than that. And there's all this opportunity to get really low cost clicks. So I would look into that too if you're trying to expand to paid traffic. Maybe the organic is not for you if this is high competition and it's not really long tail and you can't really tie it to a product in your blog. But maybe you can pay for traffic for the same thing and get really cheap traffic to where it's going to outweigh the benefit of just doing the organic search. Typically you want to use both. You want to have your organic set up around topics that are naturally going to rank over time. Sometimes it can take 6, 12, 18 months to rank something, and it's always changing, so it's unpredictable. And then with like pay per click stuff, that stuff fluctuates, but you can count on getting traffic for that. So realistically, if you want to drive traffic to your let's say it's like a basketball shoes store or something, you can find really low cost per click stuff. Let's just go to average searches and just filter this on, let's go low range. Let's just go 50 cents. I know there's some that are less than that, but I just want to see a select number of shoes here. And so as you can see, like best basketball shoes, that really shows a lot of customer intent. Kobe shoes is a specific brand and it's honoring Kobe Bryant, so that can be really popular right now. Jordan shoes, Jordan has a big brand, Curry. So all these different shoes, right? You could do a review on the shoe, do paid traffic or organic, drive people to that blog review or that video or your website to buy. And then they'll either buy it, read your article and leave a comment, or just get you more traffic. And then they might follow your next article, or they might share it, or you can track them with a pixel, which is super important. You want to put a pixel on your website and you want to track who comes to your website, your blog. And then when they leave, you can send ads to those people who came to your blog. And if you want me to go into a tutorial on how to do that for your blog, say yes in the comments below and I'd love to help you with that. But it's really important. Anytime you're trying to do digital marketing online for whatever you're trying to do, your blog or paid traffic or whatever, you want to be really specific about your keywords, be really specific about your strategy, and you also want to be tracking people across the web. Most people, it takes 7 to 14 touch points to actually sell something. So for example, if somebody looks up best basketball shoes, they might be at the end of that journey, but they probably looked up 6 or 7 times before that, different brands, different videos on the best shoes. And I know this from experience because I bought a camera recently, and I think a lot of people can attest to this who buy either a camera or anything really online. If you're not in the store and you can't hold it, you really got to ask yourself, okay, well, who can I trust? And the people you can trust are just the people that have the most views or the most engagement or the most, positive outlook on the product and So these are the people that have the best, so these are the people that have the most authority on the web. So these are the people that write blogs, that do YouTube channels, that have their own Instagram or TikTok or whoever, you know, maybe on Reddit. There's a lot of different places you can find people that are experts at certain things. And those are the people you're going to trust. And then you're going to also trust, you know, Google search and what comes up first. So if you're trying to promote those products, or you're at least trying to get an audience of those people, you want to see what those people are talking about, and you want to see where you can follow them across the web. And that's what remarketing can do for you. So when you put a pixel on your site, it can go follow them around the web. And if they go to another site, they'll still see your display ad or your video ad or whatever about shoes or cooking recipes or whatever it is that they originally went to. And that way you can continue to market to them, even if they didn't opt into your email newsletter or something like that. So it's really important to follow this strategy if you want to maximize your spend, and if you want to capture people who've been to your site, and if you want to get these, you know, really low competition, high value keywords that are going to bring in sales, leads, and a lot of traffic, then use Google Keyword Planner. It's free. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of great keyword tools out there. If you want me to make more videos on more keyword tools, say yes in the comments below. I'd love to do that. Keyword research is really important, even though search engines are becoming more saturated with content every day, just because the web gets bigger but also wider with the same topics. It's natural that things are going to become more competitive, and that's why keyword research is becoming even more important, especially on YouTube, especially with blogging. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I cannot wait to see your results and hear about them. Let me know in the comments below if this video was helpful to you. If you like this video, hit that like button so more people can see it. Jump on that subscribe button and slap that notification bell so you don't miss a single video from me on how to make more money online and live a happier life. There's a video right after this one, so stay tuned for that. Peace out for now.